Long ago, in a land where the red earth met the golden grass and the wind carried the voices of ancestors, there lived a homeless girl named Amara. Amara had no father, no mother, and no hut to call her own. She slept beneath the white baobab tree at the edge of the village, wrapping herself in moonlight and hope. Each morning she begged, not with words but with work, fetching water, sweeping compounds, and carrying firewood for those who would spare her a crust of millet bread. Though poor Amara's heart was rich, the elders often said a person's wealth is not in their hands but in their spirit. Amara lived by those words even when her belly ached with hunger. One evening, as the sun bled into the horizon, Amara walked along a narrow path leading away from the village. Suddenly she heard a faint groan. Hidden among the tall grass lay a man, his clothes torn, his skin burning with fever. His breath came shallow like a dying flame. Many would have turned away. Strangers brought trouble and trouble brought curses, but Amara knelt beside him. "Do not die alone," she whispered. She ran back to the village begging for water. Some mocked her, some refused, but one old woman gave her a cracked calabash and a handful of healing leaves. Amara cleaned the man's wounds, cooled his fever, and stayed awake through the night, fanning him and praying to the spirits. For 3 days and 3 nights she shared what little she had, water, herbs, and the last crumbs of her food. On the 4th morning the man opened his eyes. Weeks later the man was strong enough to walk. Before leaving he looked at Amara with eyes full of wonder. "Child," he said, "why did you help me when you had nothing?" Amara smiled softly. "My grandmother said kindness is the only thing the poor can give without becoming poorer." The man nodded and walked away, leaning on a staff, leaving behind only footprints in the dust.